First, just a little introduction. My name is Katerina Satori, and my work in the world is all dedicated to raising consciousness of humanity. I'm a mentor, teacher, entrepreneur. A lot of my work is focused on consciousness, leadership, and deep ancient wisdom teachings. So I have a Dharma driven business. So my business is an extension of my purpose. And a lot of my community have a very similar purpose driven business. So we are in our business not because it's, we don't have anything else to do. It's a calling, right? It's a calling. So if you have a business of that nature, I have a feeling this conversation be really powerful for you, because I've been contemplating this topic lately, that um, every business has seasons, and it's incredibly liberating to begin to listen with curiosity and with openness what season you are in. Recently I was contemplating on this thought that I do not feel inspired to scale. I have all the logical reasons to put my foot on the pedal and to go even faster in my business. And I just had this really big realization that it's not what I feel is the season for. And the season is, for me personally, is to deepen and to cultivate what I already have, and to add a rich soil of maturity, presence, and beauty into my business. And I began to contemplate how I rarely hear this conversation in our industry of how to not scale, how to actually go deeper instead of broader, and how to honor what is correct for you. So many times I hear, you got to go faster, catch the momentum and ride that momentum. And I'm here to just open a conversation. What if going faster is not a season for you? What if for you is actually to find a new rhythm that is more organic, that nourishes your soul, that nourishes your sense of fulfillment in your life? So I'd like to just add my voice to this conversation, beloveds, because there is a profound liberation in stopping and realizing that what you have is truly enough for you. We live in a culture that gives us a message that what we have is not enough. It's not good enough. It's not fast enough. It's not enough, right? What if there is this beautiful freedom in realizing that what you have right now is more than enough? And this is the place that I find myself in, and it's a place of profound beauty, darlings. I was sharing this with my coach recently, and I said, I could easily open up the mastermind that I'm leading right now and take more people, and grow this group. And I told myself, I don't want to do that. I love the beauty of the experience just the way it is. And I love to appreciate how everything that is already here, the most exquisite beauty, just like it is. So just wanted to share that there will be seasons in your business, seasons in your life where you will be deeply engaged with life, planting different seeds, weaving different creations. There will be seasons in your business and your life where you will be busy harvesting everything you've been planting for the last 3 years, right? And there will be seasons in your life where you will be invited into the stillness of regeneration. And the time and the season of regeneration will look like nothing much is happening. Like you will be invited into a new rhythm. And if you'll be willing to open yourself up to that experience, you will be blessed by the beauty of that experience, by the beauty of the subtle. And now that I said, the hummingbird just came all the way to my window. You know, there's this profound beauty of the subtle, you know, not profound beauty of the quiet, instead of only the appeal of loud, only the appeal of the fast, only the appeal of how much more can I grow, right? So this is the conversation that I am in, and I am in discovery of the beauty of deepening, that the growth happens not only vertically, the growth happens um, oh no, horizontally. Okay, the growth happens not only horizontally, the growth also can happen as a deepening. And what if the way we heal the wounds of our culture is by being the first pioneers of that new way of being in a relationship with our business? You know, one of the things that I always find comfort in is the moment I begin to see my business as my lifelong career. It's not a hobby. It's not something that I do for a couple of years. It's a lifelong career. And when you see your business as a lifelong career, you begin to exhale, because you begin to orient yourself to a sustainable rhythm, right? Sustainable rhythm that is a long-term view, that has different seasons, that you learn different skills, that you open up different gifts at different seasons, right? So right now, with in this process of maturing, in the process of actually deepening versus scaling, I am opening up profound channels, you know, channels of listening that can only be opened in slowness, in stillness, in silence. And the deep lesson that I always receive, darling, slow down so you can read the signs. The signs are everywhere. A lot of times when people come to me for guidance, I take them into the inner planes to meet their inner guide. And so they can, you know, viscerally experience what that feels like to be guided by their own soul. And that takes slowing down, that takes that, you know, willingness to empty the mind. So you begin to hear the true rhythm of your soul. And when your Dharma driven business is influenced by the rhythm of your soul, your timing becomes impeccable. Your momentum becomes harmonious. The community that you serve is actually, you know, you begin to find that beautiful alignment between what community is asking for and what you feel inspired to birth into the world. So very profound, you know, where you begin to realize, wow, I am not separate. I'm actually an expression of this fabric of my life. And if I just slow down and listen. So I'm not going to make this video too long. Simply desire to open this conversation. What if growth can be seen through different lenses? And the growth of your business and the maturation of you as a leader, as a facilitator, as a teacher, as a creator, as a healer, to have that deepening requires a different rhythm. And if you find yourself in the same invitation of being invited to a different rhythm, I just encourage you to trust that, because you will be surprised how much beauty you can uncover by trusting this new flow and the new rhythm, and trusting and seeing the beauty of every season of your life. I never forget the time where I made a public declaration. I think it was like almost 4 years ago. I made a public declaration about making a decision to take a sabbatical, first time ever in my life. And it was a very scary decision for me because I was addicted to going really fast. I was always an achiever in my life. It was a very easy role for me to play, to achieve, to crush things, to be very goal driven. And I remember I had this moment where I realized that I am not accessing the depth of my potential because I go so fast. Really wanted to hear that. So I was in a leadership training, and there was an assignment of like, what are you gonna, what's the most courageous thing that you're gonna commit yourself this year? And you know what my answer was? To take a sabbatical. It was a huge leap of courage for me to take a sabbatical, to actually stop all the doing, all the productivity, all the creativity, and be with space and meet yourself in a new rhythm. So now I am addicted to sabbaticals. I'm addicted to sabbaticals. I can't wait for the next one. I have one sabbatical a year, usually a month long. And then every 90 to 100 days, I take 10 days and I go into silence, and I go into stillness, and I go into a new discovery. What does my mission and my business desires to express next? It's a really beautiful way to discover yourself, and to discover that every season of your life and of your business has a different flavor, has different gifts, has different wisdom. And if we only hear the message that you must grow, you must go fast by all costs, I feel we're missing something as a culture, and a lot of times by honoring the desire of deepening, and saying, you know what, I actually have enough growth, and I love, like it was so profound to share that. It's like I love things exactly as they are, you know and there is a beautiful liberation when you can give yourself permission to discover the richness of enoughness, enough resources, enough service, enough yourself, right? And it's a profound transformation when you give yourself an experience of beauty, of it's actually enough. I do not need more doing, more service, more creativity, right? But it's a different seasons in life. And if you are in the season where you feel so inspired to grow. This is a season for that. It's a season for that. God knows how much I love to grow. I'm discovering different sides of growth. And I think that's what this message was inspired is, a lot of times, can we see that growth can happen in the most surprising ways? And sometimes some of the deepest growth happens when we are able to stand still and notice the beauty of everything that is already working in our life, everything that is already beautiful. We are being invited to cultivate and appreciate that more. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me. This is just a quick little video. Feeling really grateful for everything. Grateful for you, my community, grateful for what you are weaving into the world, and grateful for, the sense of aliveness that the spring brings to us, and the new growth, the new seeds that we can plant this spring. Until next, I love you. And thank you for sharing this time with me.